Hey guys, what's going on? It's Billy here from the best place to buy gold online. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and check out my website, goldfinancial.de. Go ahead and register yourself for a free report. Why now's the perfect time to own gold. So I've just been flicking through the gold news articles on Google. And if you've watched my last two videos, they were worthy of a couple of shares. However, I just wanted to address a few articles I'm seeing here now. They're saying precious gold falls on revived risk appetite after failed Turkey coup. Gold falls as risk aversion eases after failed Turkey coup. No haven bid for gold after failed Turkey coup attempt. Gold struggles to 2-week lows after Turkey's failed coup. Now, I think these people that are writing these articles fail to understand really how gold plays a part in the monetary system. And at the end of the day, gold is in a bull market. You can't change those facts. It's going to continue on its bull market for the foreseeable future for quite a few factors. You have low interest rates, negative interest rates. You have lots of monetary stimulus, i.e. quantitative easing, helicopter money, stimulus, whatever you want to, whatever fancy name they've got for it. It's fucking printing money. That's all it is. End of. It's monopoly money that they're playing with now. It's becoming worth less and less and less. These are the reasons why people are losing trust and faith in their governments and their central banks, and they are flocking to gold. Yes, when you have news stories like this, it has spikes in prices because there's a flight, there's a risk. They're moving from the riskier assets into the safer assets. But gold is money. You need to understand gold is money. You've also got the central banks are more or less the sole buyers of government bonds now and the bond market. You've also got there is something like $11.7 trillion in paper assets that are carrying negative yield now. Investments that actually cost you money to invest in. So there's no common sense to invest in these paper assets anymore. That is the reason why gold is on a bull market. So when you hear stories like this, it is also the mainstream media trying to downplay gold's importance. They're trying to suppress the price, and they will keep any little thing they can get to throw at the markets to unnerve them, unsettle them, to keep their stupid little games going longer and longer. So I'll just show you gold. This is the daily chart for gold on my price chart. As you can see, it is cyclical. There's none of this nonsense where it just goes straight up. That's not how the markets move. It moves in cycles. So you have a phase one for the bull market. This is the bottom. Roughly the bottom. Well, let me have a look. Let's go back. It's a daily chart. Right, here's the bottom it hit of November, December last year. That was gold's bottom, around the 1200 mark. Okay? Roughly 1050, something like that, 1050. And it ranged between that price and stayed at that price relatively constant throughout 2011. From 2011 to the end, its bottom it hit 2015. It ranged between that period there. It was very, very constant. 10.50 and $11.50 an ounce. So it's remained completely constant between that range, between that period of time. That was his bottom there in back in June 2015. So from June, I'll say from June onwards to this year, roughly it ranged between that. It remained constant in between that period. It then was a massive sell-off between the end of that year, and that is where it continued its climb, its bull run back up again. So I'll just fast forward it to today, the daily chart. On the daily chart, we're in a phase two. So basically, you've got any bull market, bear market, whatever. So if you're in a bear market, That'll be your phase 1. That'll be your phase 2. That'll be your phase 1. And you'll just see continual. It'll make this high point, but then you'll see lower lows and lower highs. That's pretty much that indicates a bear market. Now a bull market will reach. You'll get high highs and higher lows, high highs and higher lows. You know you're in a bull market. So there's your phase 1 for the weekly. The last couple of weeks maybe you've got a phase 2 in now. So you might see it come down to the 1311 mark roughly. It's got support around about this mark here. So it may come here before it continues back up again. But you've got you've got higher lows. So it's it started here, there's the bottom. There's a higher low. There's a higher low again, and there's another higher low. And it's going to continue going up. So there's your phase 1, there's your phase 2, and we're currently in a phase 2 for the last couple of weeks. Once it hits support again, it will bounce back off again, and I can see it going probably higher than the 1375 level that it already currently reached. So that's just my views on it. So when you see any articles like this, just ignore it. You're in this for the long term. You're buying physical metal, and you're holding it for the long term because of the factors that I've already pointed out at the beginning of this video. So there you have it. I hope you got value. If you did, feel free to like, comment, share. And as always, if you get value from my videos, be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date with the latest videos that I bring out. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and check out my website, goldfinancial.de. Go ahead and grab yourself a free report on why now is the perfect time to own gold and how you can do it at affordable prices and the cheapest prices available anywhere online in the UK. And we're currently in pre-launch in Europe. We'll be launching into Europe very, very soon. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.